I mean, I can think of so many things. Personal MBA coach helped me not only tell my story, but to tell it effectively and concisely, which is really difficult. I'm a hoarder, so it's really difficult to sort of, get rid of information when you've put it together an essay and sort of get rid of the excess words. But I think that's the biggest thing that they did for me. One of the discussions we had pretty early on with Personal MBA Coach was what I wanted to do. And we sort of worked backwards from, hey, okay, so this is where you want to be in 20 years. What do you need to do to get to where you want to get to in 10 years and 5? And eventually we kind of settled on a couple of schools. I initially had about 14 schools in my first list. But I mean, having spoken to Personal MBA Coach, we managed to whittle that down to 7 and eventually 5 schools. That sort of matched what I was looking for in the short, medium, and the long term too. To be my authentic self, I think that was definitely a big one. Sometimes as you edit the essays and try and really bring out a story, sometimes you lose yourself within that story. And so, I mean, Personal MBA Coach constantly reminded me to be my authentic self. And I found that super helpful. I absolutely love the service. I love the team, very responsive. And in fact, I love the team so much, I then went on to introduce them to a ton of other people who have similar backgrounds to mine, and even some who don't, who just want, really good quality service. And Personal MBA Coach has actually done some pro bono work for a lot of people in Zimbabwe. We've worked on a project together to sort of help people understand, the MBA application process and the services that they offer, and sort of help narrow down their schooling options and that sort of thing. So absolutely, absolutely amazing for me. I think it's just the relationship that you develop during the process and afterwards. I mean, I'll be pretty honest. At the beginning, it was a love-hate relationship because, Personal MBA Coach frequently was very honest, very straightforward. And if stuff didn't sound right, even though I really liked it, they'd, highlight it to me and absolutely give me the option to change it or keep it. But, we had some really candid conversations around, hey, is this the right reason why you're putting this or why you're applying to this school? Is this really what you want? And they sort of really just helped me introspect. Absolutely. I mean, like I said, post-application, and I've, worked with Personal MBA Coach on some pro bono projects and introduced, Personal MBA Coach to, 250 people. So I would very much highly recommend Personal MBA Coach. For me, the experience was very, very personal. And because I work so much, it was really important to me to have an MBA consultant who's responsive, who understands where I come from. This is exactly the service that I did get from Personal MBA Coach. So at the end of the day, I applied to 6 schools, got positive results from 4, and eventually ended up getting admitted to and signing up with my top choice, actually.